And I want to say, first of all, that I really appreciate you coming here and doing this town hall. I think it's a really critically important part of American democracy that you are able to face your constituents directly. And as you mentioned, I think it's increasingly rare, especially among your Republican colleagues. So I definitely appreciate you being here. And I have a lot of respect for you and the good work, many important issues that you have worked on during your career and to help Oregons and Americans succeed and thrive. And I voted for you, and I supported you, and I continue to be a supporter of yours. However, I've been very disturbed, frankly, by your response to the crisis in Gaza. And I want to, first of all, say that I strongly condemn Hamas. It's an evil terrorist organization, and I completely and strongly defend Israel's right to exist and its right to defend itself. But what's happening here, and what's happening in Gaza, right now, and what's been happening for most of the last almost 2 years now, it goes way beyond defense. It goes way beyond defending one's right to exist. It's, as you yourself said, the situation there is horrific. I think we both agree on a lot of what is happening in the situation there, but there's a lot that we obviously don't agree on. First of all, I've been very reluctant to use the term genocide. I did not use that at the beginning of the situation since October 7th, 2023, but I have reluctantly come to the conclusion that what is happening over there is a genocide. When the country, like Israel, is intentionally starving children and women and innocent civilians, that is a war crime. That is a crime against humanity. That is a crime against human conscience. And so I guess when you responded to this question a little bit, but what I haven't heard you respond to is there was a vote a couple weeks ago where Bernie Sanders introduced a resolution, a joint resolution of disapproval to stop arms sales, assault weapons, and bombs, further sales to Israel. 27 Democratic senators voted for that resolution, including Senator Merkley, another one of our senators here. You voted against that. And so I'd like you to explain that vote, please.
The biggest difference of opinion between the two of us, and I thank you for the thoughtful remarks and particularly for standing up for people in Gaza. I think Benjamin Netanyahu has been much more interested in his preservation than the preservation of the Israeli nation. And I think that's a big part of the problem here. And so I'm all in terms of doing all the things needed to change the status quo on the ground in Gaza. Like I'm opposed to what Netanyahu is trying to do right now, which is to set up another action in Gaza. So two specific areas where I've opposed him just in the last 72 hours, where we do have a difference of opinion, and I respect yours, is there is a history of Israelis having to make sure that they are vigilant in terms of their defense. So I want to protect those kids in Gaza just as much as you did, just as much. Pardon me?
Why did you vote no on that?
Because I believe that there is a right for Israel to defend itself. And that was part of that right that vote was about.
We ask that this get proceeded. We need to proceed in an orderly fashion. Next ticket, thank you.
652.
Hi, Senator. I have 3 short questions for you. You received almost $1.3 million in campaign funding from the Zionist lobby, including over $43,000 from AIPAC. My questions are, why are you allowing yourself to be bought by Zionism? Why do you continue to pretend that you care about the safety of Palestinians? And how do you sleep at night?
$1,100 times plus. I said I'm going to go in front of the people who really are the best advocates, some might even call them lobbyists, for Oregon. This group is the best advocate, and it's why so many people in politics duck these kinds of meetings, because they know people might disagree with them, or there might be a soundbite that would come back to haunt them. But the reason I feel that public service is so important is what we're doing right now, right here, with all these faces. And you and others are using your First Amendment rights. God bless you. I agree with a lot of the things you're saying. The last gentleman I think you might be sitting next to, I really had one difference of opinion with. So, sir, if the gentleman is going to talk, sir, the Holocaust killed my family. I had family die in the Holocaust, so we're not Holocaust deniers.
Folks, we do need to proceed in an orderly fashion. So if you would please allow us to ask the next question. If you would like this town hall to proceed, please raise your hand. So the majority of people here would like this to proceed, so let's do so.
Just so we're clear on that point, my parents fled the Nazis in the 30s. Not all got out. My dad was part of the Ritchie Boys, the famous Jewish kids who joined the army. Well, I've just been accused of being a Holocaust denier, so I just want to kind of set the record straight. My parents fled the Nazis. We lost family in the Holocaust. I don't want any group, any time, ever, to face what happened to Jews.
This is the last call for ticket 524. Do we have ticket 524? If so, please raise your hand.
Hello, Senator. Do you think that California should go through with a redistricting if Texas carries out their scheme?
Well, could all of you hear the question? Yeah. It's a good one. Donald Trump is trying to remake the electoral map in the United States, and I think it's time to stop him. It's time to stop him and to help